The producer and Benedict Cumberbatch, who plays Doctor Strange, explain why Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is having reshoots. Additionally, we'll also delve into all the important Doctor Strange 2 news you need to know about. Stay tuned for all the juicy insider details. Why Doctor Strange has to do so many reshoots. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, the sequel to the very popular first film, is currently filming, despite the fact that primary photography ended months ago. The project's cast and crew rejoined just before Halloween to do further photography, which will probably continue till the end of December. Marvel executive Victoria Alonso, who also happens to be head of production, said on the red carpet for Spider-Man No Way Home that reshoots are also complete but are still happening. We haven't completed Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness yet. That's the one after that, Alonso told a Variety reporter. We're almost finished shooting extra photographs. Listen, there's a lot more on the way. You and I are going to spend the entire year talking. While this appearance on the Today Show back in October, Doctor Strange star Benedict Cumberbatch announced that he would be returning for reshoots. Because of the lack of official information, many fans and viewers are concerned that the film is in jeopardy. But according to Cumberbatch, this just isn't the case. The actor stated why they're back on set and filming reshoots for Doctor Strange, the sequel, in a recent interview with Empire magazine via Doctor Strange 2 updates. Turns out they are tirelessly working on two specific scenes, the majority of which are due to logistical concerns. The first is COVID and the pandemic. This caused delays across the board, so many shows and films, and it'll probably only continue to delay filming in Hollywood for the next few years. The other reason includes scenes the producer and crew wanted to perfect, so they had to reshoot a few scenes. The phrase reshoots has acquired a bad connotation over time, with many people assuming that if a picture is undergoing more work, it's in jeopardy. Reshoots for films like Solo, a Star Wars story, Justice League, and Suicide Squad were massive and rushed, with less than ideal outcomes. Reshoots, on the other hand, are a necessary component of a film's original schedule, especially for huge blockbusters like the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Marvel Studios filmmakers and producers have previously stated that they schedule time and money for pickups, anticipating that they probably won't have time to finish everything during primary production. For what it's worth, reshoots aren't always unpleasant. For example, in Avengers Endgame, Iron Man's Robert Downey Jr. final stand against Thanos was belatedly shot, and viewers liked it. It makes total sense that they are conducting reshoots for Doctor Strange 2 given the filming circumstances. As Cumberbatch said, logistical challenges are a big part of the problem they're trying to solve with more work. This revelation about being unable to execute a particular portion because they couldn't complete it in one day is more interesting than the part where he claims they're just trying to improve on a vital sequence. It's possible that it's because of actor or location conflicts and availability. If the first is true, maybe they're bringing in some new unconfirmed surprise actors, which would be very exciting for us viewers. Doctor Strange 2 trailer leaked and explained. Some rumors suggested that the first Doctor Strange 2 teaser would be released as a surprise post-credit sequence at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home a few days ago. Given that Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, is a pivotal figure in the Spider-Man film, this made a lot of sense. Now that No Way Home is in theaters in certain areas, we've seen a flood of leaks that address numerous of the Spider-Man theories that have been circulating all year. They did, however, go into detail about the film's post-credit scenes, which included a surprise from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. After an audio version leaked earlier this week, the Doctor Strange 2 trailer now has been released in its entirety. Please keep in mind that there may be some Multiverse of Madness spoilers below, but other than what the film's trailers showed us, we won't offer any storyline spoilers in what follows. With the first No Way Home trailer, Sony and Marvel verified one of the theories that the third standalone Spider-Man adventure in the MCU will be a multiverse story. Doctor Strange was the one who spoke about the multiverse in the video. The arrival of Spider-Man villains from non-MCU films is explained by the multiverse. It also goes well with Phase 4's overall multiverse tone. The first noteworthy multiverse stories of this chapter of MCU initiatives were from Loki and What If. The film's title immediately elevated it to one of Phase 4's most anticipated releases. That was obvious, even without a Doctor Strange 2 trailer or narrative leaks. Because of the multiverse, Marvel is allowed to do whatever it wants with the characters and stories. What If gave us a taste of that earlier this year in animated form. Let's not forget that the multiverse adventure began in Avengers Endgame. More intriguingly, the multiverse allows characters from other Marvel franchises who were never part of the MCU to appear in the MCU. Without worrying about continuity difficulties, Marvel can connect the MCU to Fox's Marvel storylines, Sony's Spider-Man Universe (SSU), and Netflix's Marvel series thanks to the multiverse. Because all of these events take place in different timelines, anything goes. The post-credits scene in No Way Home isn't a scene but a full-fledged teaser for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is a departure from MCU convention. The last time this happened was when Captain America, that first Avengers post-credit scene, was used as a preview for the Avengers. The teaser begins with Strange telling Spider-Man that the multiverse is a concept about which we know terrifyingly little. Strange is assured that his acts would not go unpunished because of his tampering with it. After that, we see a montage of scenes including Strange battling Garganthos and Chiwetel Ejiofor's Mordo reappearing. He also has a menacing message for Strange: "Please accept my apologies, Stephen. I hope you realize you are the greatest threat to our universe." The teaser's horrific final seconds reveal that Mordo means as Strange confronts Strange Supreme, who's also played by Benedict Cumberbatch. This evil-looking version of him may perplex you, but if you watch What If, you'll have a better idea. Additionally, is the primary villain in Doctor Strange 2 revealed in the leaked trailer? Probably, but we're not going to dive into Doctor Strange 2 storyline theories just yet. To summarize, this trailer has all of the primary MCU cast members who will appear in the sequel: Wong, Benedict Wong; Mordo, Chiwetel Ejiofor; Wanda, Elizabeth Olsen; Dr. Christine Palmer, Rachel McAdams, and America Chavez, Chittle Gomez are among the cast members. This film is going to be epic, there is no doubt about it. Some fan theories for Doctor Strange sequel: we've seen Doctor Strange trawl future timelines and fade away in the blip before returning to play a critical role in fighting Thanos since his arrival to the MCU. It's been quite the voyage thus far, but according to a few fan theories for the Multiverse of Madness, the roller coaster ride is far from over. Loki will return. Because Loki from Disney Plus was instrumental in inventing the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's pretty safe to say that the fallout from the Season 1 cliffhanger will be felt in Multiverse of Madness. Loki and Sylvie's activities directly lead to the unraveling of time streams in the last episode, which could be how Loki of Asgard returns to mainstream MCU continuity. Thankfully, Strange has dealt with the God of Mischief previously. Doctor Strange is the new leader of the Avengers. Following the release of Avengers Endgame in 2019, fans are voting for their favorite cape to be the new leader of the Avengers. We're all excited for the Avengers' new approach, but there haven't been many signs as to who might take over the mantle. If the time isn't perfect for the Illuminati to form, may now be the time for Doctor Strange to step up. It'll be interesting to see how he handles Wanda after the horrific events of WandaVision and her newly discovered abilities. Wanda's will switch sides. Even if we don't see any X-Men, the Multiverse of Madness might be an important film for Marvel's comic book mutants. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige has guaranteed that the MCU's X-Men will be a different beast from the Fox franchise's 20-year-old X-Men. The Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver have already broken away from the mutants of the MCU timeline, but there's still a whole new multiverse to explore. Wanda's situation didn't look bright towards the end of WandaVision. She was engrossed in the Darkhold, an ancient book of spells with immense power constructed from Hell Dimension dark matter. Could Wanda's strange surroundings towards the end of WandaVision hint at someone else tugging the strings if the book doesn't push her to the dark side? The mountain beyond her cottage could be Mount Wundagore, where the elder god Chilthon is said to be buried. According to the comics, Chilthon used the Darkhold's pages on Earth as a conduit for his power. What does this mean for Wanda, who's always in a state of conflict? And there you have it, everything you need to know regarding the reasons why Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has had to do a few reshoots, along with some important info regarding the recent leaked trailer and some popular fan theories. Thanks for watching.